You knew this connection would be intense. Maybe you even expected the tears, the chaos, the dizzying highs, and soul-shaking lows. But this all-consuming anger, this white-hot fury that makes you want to scream, block them on every platform, and never speak their name again. Nobody warned you about this part. This isn't just regular heartbreak. This isn't the clean, aching sorrow of a love that faded. This is something else entirely. A storm of emotion so violent, it feels like your soul is at war with itself. One minute, you're convinced they're your destiny. The next, you're fantasizing about erasing them from your memory like a corrupted file. Twin flame connections are sold to us as sacred, transcendent bonds, cosmic love stories written in the stars. But the reality? They're more like spiritual boot camps, disguised as romances. Just when you think you've reached solid ground, the floor drops out again. The person who once felt like home now feels like a trigger wrapped in skin. The love that once lifted you now burns like acid in your veins. Because this isn't just about them. It's about the parts of yourself they forced you to confront. The wounds you'd rather ignore, the fears you buried, the version of love you thought you deserved. The rage isn't just directed at them. It's directed at the mirror they held up, at the universe for orchestrating this mess, at yourself for still caring despite it all. This reading isn't here to tell you to just love through it or trust the journey. This is for those days when the anger feels like the only thing keeping you sane, when the idea of unconditional love makes you want to throw something. We're diving into the 4 brutal truths behind twin flame rage. This isn't about fixing anything. It's about understanding, about pulling back the curtain on why this bond can feel more like a curse than a blessing. So if you're tired of spiritual bypassing and ready to stare this anger in the face, let's go. You ever look at your twin flame and feel this white-hot rage bubbling up, like they're the human embodiment of stepping on a Lego at 3 a.m. You tell yourself, how dare they? After all I've done, after all we've been through, this is how they act. But here's the kicker. What if that fury isn't really about them at all? What if it's about you, the parts of you they've dragged, kicking and screaming, into the light? Think of them as your soul's most brutally honest therapist, one who doesn't take insurance and definitely doesn't sugarcoat things. They reflect back at you everything you've tucked away in the dusty basement of your psyche. The abandonment fears, the control issues, the deep-seated belief that you're not enough. And let's be real, nobody likes holding up a mirror to their own mess. It's like waking up after a wild night out, looking in the mirror and realizing your eyeliner isn't just smudged. It's halfway down your cheeks, and your hair looks like it lost a fight with a leaf blower. That's the level of discomfort we're talking about here. Why does it hurt so damn much? Because love was supposed to feel safe, right? Like warm cookies and lazy Sundays. Not like staring into a funhouse mirror that warps all your soft spots into grotesque, exaggerated versions of themselves. The anger is a defense mechanism, your ego's way of saying, nope, I'm not dealing with this. If I hate them, I don't have to face the fact that they're showing me what I refuse to see in myself. It's easier to blame them for being selfish, cold, or cruel than to admit, wow, I have some serious trust issues, or yikes, I'm terrified of being vulnerable. Ever notice how the universe has a sick sense of humor? The more you try to run from what your twin flame reflects, the more life shoves it in your face. Ignore your fear of abandonment. Suddenly, they're distant. Suppress your need for control. Boom, they're doing the exact opposite of what you want. It's like trying to silence an alarm by smashing it with a hammer, except the alarm is inside your soul, and the hammer is your own resistance. So, what now? Do you just sit in the discomfort? Pretty much. Annoying, I know, but here's the secret. That anger isn't your enemy. It's a signal flare pointing you toward the parts of yourself that need healing. Instead of spiraling into, I hate them, I hate this, I hate everything, try asking, what is this reaction trying to show me? Maybe it's old betrayal wounds. Maybe it's a fear of being truly seen. Maybe it's just your inner child throwing a tantrum because this isn't how love was supposed to go. The wildest part? Once you stop fighting the reflection, once you own what you see, the anger loses its power. It's like finally cleaning out that junk drawer you've been avoiding for years. Yeah, it's gross at first, but afterward you feel lighter, freer, and strangely grateful, because your twin flame didn't come to destroy you. They came to rebuild you, even if it feels like they're doing it with a sledgehammer and zero blueprints. So next time you feel that rage rising, take a breath, look deeper, and maybe, just maybe, whisper a reluctant thank you to the mirror. Then go scream into a pillow if you need to. No judgment here. You ever buy into something so hard, like full-heartedly, soul-sold, vision board level invested, only to realize the universe might have been snickering behind your back the whole time? That's the twin flame journey in a nutshell. You signed up for transcendental love, soul-deep recognition, maybe even a few well-timed angel numbers for aesthetic effect. What you got was emotional whiplash, unanswered texts, and a lingering sense of, wait, was this all a scam? Here's the thing about twin flames. The spiritual community loves to sell you the highlight reel, the magnetic pull, the synchronicities, the way your souls just know each other. But nobody warns you about the God-forsaken fine print, the part where your twin flame becomes the human equivalent of a pop-up ad you can't close. You wanted a love story written by Rumi. Instead, you got a script co-authored by Kafka and your most unhealed ex. That rage simmering in your chest, it's not just about them. It's about the promise that got broken, the one you didn't even realize you'd internalized. You thought this connection was supposed to elevate you, not leave you face down in your own emotional debris. And when reality doesn't match the fantasy, oh, the ego howls. It's like ordering a gourmet burger and getting a sad, lukewarm patty with a side of existential dread. Where's the divine union I was promised? Twin flames don't come to fulfill your romantic fantasies, they come to demolish them. And yeah, that feels like a cosmic bait and switch. You thought love was supposed to feel good, but this? This feels like emotional boot camp with a drill sergeant who moonlights as your worst trigger. The anger? It's your psyche's way of screaming, "I didn't consent to this level of personal growth." Too bad. The universe doesn't do refunds. Here's the kicker. The disillusionment isn't a bug in the system, it's the whole point. Twin flames aren't about riding off into the sunset. They're about burning down the damn stable so you're forced to walk on your own 2 feet. That anger you feel? It's the death rattle of your old love paradigms. The ones that told you love should be easy, that soulmates don't ghost you, that divine connections don't leave you sobbing into your 3rd glass of wine at 2 p.m. on a Tuesday. What now? How do you stop feeling like the universe punked you? First, mourn the fantasy. Seriously. Light a candle, write a eulogy for the love story you thought you'd have, and let it go. Then, ask yourself, what if this mess is the exact curriculum my soul signed up for? What if the rage is just growing pains, proof you're shedding the version of you that believed love was supposed to save you, not sandpaper you into something sharper? Once you stop comparing your journey to the Instagram perfect twin flame propaganda, something wild happens. You start seeing the gift in the chaos. The anger, it's fuel. The disillusionment, clarity. That twin flame of yours isn't your missing half. They're the wrecking ball that clears space for you to rebuild. And honestly, that's way more interesting than some cookie-cutter soulmate story. So go ahead, be pissed, grieve the fantasy. Then get up and thank the universe for being a ruthless, hilarious, infinitely wise teacher, and maybe side-eye your twin flame from a safe distance. Some lessons are best processed from afar. You know that feeling when you're starving, but every time you reach for the last slice of pizza, someone yanks the plate away? That's the twin flame push-pull dynamic in a nutshell. Except instead of pizza, it's your heart. And instead of someone, it's the universe itself laughing at your suffering. 1 minute, you're drowning in their energy, convinced this is it, the love story of the ages. The next, radio silence, mixed signals, a sudden, soul-crushing distance that makes you question if you hallucinated the whole damn connection. Let's call it what it is: a glorified, spiritually sanctioned, toxic relationship. One of you runs, usually the one who's terrified of how deep this goes, and the other chases, usually the one who's terrified of being abandoned. It's like a cosmic game of hide and seek where nobody actually wants to be found. They just want to be found. And the worst part, you both think you're the sane one. The runner's convinced the chaser is clingy. The chaser's convinced the runner's emotionally stunted. Meanwhile, the universe is sitting back with popcorn, whispering, just wait till they figure out they're the same person. Why the hell does this keep happening? Because fear and love speak the same language in twin flame connections. They just have very different dialects. The closer you get, the louder the fear screams. The more they pull away, the harder love claws its way back in. It's not about them rejecting you. It's about both of you rejecting the intensity of what this bond demands. You're not just dealing with a relationship. You're dealing with an existential software update, and nobody likes forced installations. The anger, oh, it's just your ego throwing a tantrum, that white-hot rage when they ghost you after a deep soul conversation. The fury when they flirt with someone else, but still stare at you like you're the only person in the room. That's not just heartbreak. It's your ego realizing it's losing control. See, the ego hates twin flames because they expose its biggest lie, that you're separate, safe, and in charge. This connection bulldozes all of that. So yeah, you're pissed, but is it at them, or is it at the fact that they're the living, breathing proof that love doesn't follow your rules? Here's the secret. The only way out is in. Stop chasing. Stop analyzing their every move. Stop waiting for them to awaken and finally give you the love you think you deserve. The push-pull doesn't end when they change. It ends when you stop playing the game. When you stop needing them to prove your worth. When you realize the real chase wasn't about them at all. It was about you catching yourself. This dynamic doesn't last forever. One day, you'll wake up and realize the anger has faded into something softer. Not quite indifference, but something like acceptance. Maybe you'll reunite. Maybe you won't. But the obsession, the emotional whiplash, that'll dissolve like sugar in hot tea, leaving behind something simpler. The unshakable knowing that this connection was never about possession. It was about surrender. So next time you're stuck in the push-pull hellscape, ask yourself, am I running from love, or am I just running from myself? Then go eat the damn pizza. You've earned it. You ever share a room with someone who blasts their music just loud enough to vibrate your bones? But when you ask them to turn it down, they act like you're the unreasonable one. That's what sharing energy with a twin flame can feel like. Except the music is their entire emotional frequency, and the room is your soul. 1 minute, you're fine, living your life, and the next, bam, you're drowning in their energy like it's your own. Their mood becomes your mood. Their thoughts start sounding suspiciously like yours. You catch yourself wondering, wait, did I just feel their sadness from 3 states away? Why the anger feels like an invasion? That sudden, irrational rage you feel toward them. It's not just about their actions. It's about the violation of your energetic space. You didn't sign up to be their emotional dumping ground, yet here you are, carrying their unresolved baggage like an unpaid porter. It's like they've set up camp in your aura without permission, and every time you try to evict them, they send another wave of something, longing, guilt, nostalgia, to keep the lease going. Twin flames share a bond that doesn't follow the usual rules of time and space. You could be sipping coffee on a Tuesday morning, minding your business, and suddenly, zing, a surge of their energy hits you like a rogue Wi-Fi signal. Maybe it's a memory, maybe it's a feeling, maybe it's just them, thinking about you hard enough that it echoes across the damn universe. And instead of feeling flattered, you're pissed, because why can't they just leave you alone? Here's the cosmic joke. The harder you try to shut them out, the louder their energy gets. It's like trying to mute a song that's already stuck in your head. The more you fight it, the more it plays on loop. That's because resistance feeds the connection. The anger, the frustration, the I never want to see them again. It all keeps you tied to them just as much as love ever did. So how do you reclaim your energy without burning the whole thing down? First of all, stop absorbing their static. Just because you can feel them doesn't mean you have to entertain it. Imagine their energy like a radio station. You don't have to tune in. Cut the invisible strings. Visualize those energetic cords. Yes, the ones that feel like they're made of steel. And snip them. Not out of hate, but out of self-preservation. Ground your own damn energy. Salt baths, nature walks, screaming into a pillow. Whatever brings you back into your body, not theirs. Accept that some leakage is inevitable. You're never going to be fully free of their energy, and that's okay. The goal isn't to erase the connection, it's to stop drowning in it. As exhausting as it is, this insane level of entanglement has a purpose. It forces you to define yourself outside of them. You learn where you stop and they begin. You develop boundaries not just with them, but with the entire universe. And eventually, you realize the anger wasn't about them at all. It was about you finally standing up for your own space. So next time their energy crashes into you like a rogue wave, don't just rage against it. Anchor yourself. Because the wildest truth of all, the more you own your energy, the less theirs will control you. And if all else fails, imagine putting them on cosmic do not disturb. You deserve the peace. Let's be real for a second. Nobody signs up for a twin flame journey expecting to become a walking, talking, emotional science experiment. You wanted divine love, not a masterclass in soul-level arson. Yet here you are, scorched, raw, and wondering if the ashes of this connection will ever settle into anything resembling peace. But what if I told you that this anger, this all-consuming, vein-poppin', I never want to see their face again fury, isn't the end of your story? It's the crucible. The alchemical fire where the cheap gold plating of spiritual fantasy burns away to reveal something far more valuable, your unshakable self. And think of this hatred as your soul's immune response, a fever meant to purge what no longer serves you. The idealized twin flame narrative, the one that promised effortless union and eternal bliss, it had to die. And let's face it, nothing dies quietly when it's been fed a steady diet of your hope. This anger is the sound of your boundaries finally screaming loud enough to be heard over the spiritual bypassing and romanticized suffering. Here's the cosmic punchline. Your twin flame didn't come to complete you. They came to confront you. With every gut-wrenching argument, every sleepless night, obsessing over their mixed signals, every moment you spent choking on the words, "Why can't we just be normal?" You were being initiated into a brutal but sacred truth. Real love doesn't annihilate you to remake you. It meets you where you stand. Now comes the part where you get to decide. Will you keep pouring gasoline on this fire, or will you let it burn down what needs to go? The fantasy of rescue? The belief that pain equals depth? The idea that your worth is tied to their awakening? Watch those illusions turn to smoke. What remains will surprise you, not some perfected, enlightened version of love, but something far more interesting. A you who no longer needs this to hurt in order to feel real. One day, maybe tomorrow, maybe in 5 years, you'll catch yourself thinking of them without the familiar stab in your chest. the anger will have transmuted into something quieter. Not forgiveness exactly, but a sort of sacred indifference. You'll realize the greatest liberation wasn't in making them see your worth, but in no longer needing them to. So let the rage do its work. Stop spiritualizing the suffering. And when the ashes finally cool, plant yourself in that fertile ground and grow something entirely new. Something that doesn't require their water to bloom. And if anyone tries to sell you another divine union fairy tale, feel free to laugh in their face. You've earned the right.